Ramblin' Ted here, once again on the side of the road somewhere for you. I'm a few miles north of Texarkana on Highway 71, which is a highway that runs down. It's a highway that runs down the center of the state line between Arkansas and Texas. Right now I'm in Texas. Let me spin this camera around. I'm going to show you something. We're on the hunt today of a place called, and they put up some signs for it, which is kind of cool. A place called Trammels Trace. And it's basically the first road into Texas from the north, and it runs just north of and through Texarkana and comes out in Nash, Texas, which is, oddly enough, where my day job is. Right through there. If you look right through that area right there, that's Arkansas over there across the highway. Trammels Trace ran directly through there, around here. It's a pretty day. Look at the sky. It's hot, but it's pretty. Right through here, and right down this way, Red River Lumber Company over here. Right down this way, and kind of through where I'm parked at, maybe a little north of here. But yeah, it was the first road into Texas. A guy named, I believe it was Nicholas Trammel, cut this. And Nicholas Trammel was a character. If you do any research on him, he was quite a guy. He was basically a horse, I don't want to call him a horse thief, but maybe a horse smuggler. And this is why he cut this road, was to be able to transfer horses through here. And he was really involved in the gambling and female bar patron industry, let's say. But he was quite a guy back in the day. He had his fingers in a lot of things. Now there are rumors out there that he was a lot worse guy than maybe he was, but a lot of that is unfounded. But he definitely was involved in some horse smuggling and stuff. And Texarkana was a thoroughfare for this kind of thing back in the day, and to this day it still is. It's situated right on Interstate 30. It's still it's like a major drug route. It's a lot of stuff goes through here. It's kind of still a lawless western town in a lot of ways. It's an interesting place to live, let me tell you. But yeah, so let's see if we can find the city or the historical department put up some markers of Trammels Trace on some of these roads where it went through. So let's see if we can find a few of them. I'm gonna head down the road. I'm gonna drive. I'm not walking. It's hot. That's why I've got the hat on. It's hot. Like some of that sun off my face. I burn easily. Anyway, and my hair's getting thinner on top, so that my scalp burns, and that's a whole new thing. That's just the weirdest thing. There are a lot of things involved with growing old that I wasn't counting on. But I'm doing it, so I'm making it, right? Anyway, let's go see if we can find a few of these markers and where Trammels Trace ran through here. Most likely it would have come right through this field up that I'm looking at right here before heading on down this way. It kind of cut through an angle. I'll put a map in here and also put a link to a guy named Pinkerton. I believe it's Gary Pinkerton, who's done a ton of research on this and is majorly responsible for some of the preservation. What a beautiful field of flowers out there, though, in the sky. Just look at that. It's pretty nice. It's about 97, 98 degrees, but it's nice. Anyway, let's head this way before my camera overheats. We'll head down here and take a look at some of these roads. There's the first one. I'm not going to stop and get out of the car because there's a lot of traffic on this road, and I don't want to leave my car parked on the road. But there's the first one. Kind of cool. Right through here. Right behind me, as you can see, I'm out here at Atwood's Home and Ranch in Nash, Texas, and there's no sign here but Trammels Trace basically came right through here. So I'm sure these people are wondering what this weird guy's doing talking to himself, which is pretty normal for me. But yeah, came right through here behind me and ended up going through right there where Sonic is, believe it or not. It's just funny to me that people are here every day walking through the store and walking around here and not knowing that this is the original road into Texas came right through here. And anybody in Western mythology that you can imagine, any of those guys that were big in the wars back then with Mexico and everything, they all had to come through here. So it's kind of interesting, Daniel Boone came through here, Trammel ran horses through here. Anybody that came into Texas came through here. Before a certain time, after a while, they moved it north of here and came down through Oklahoma at a place called Pecan Point, which we've got a really good restaurant called Pecan Point here in town. But pretty interesting stuff. I have to go in here actually and make a few purchases, so it's kind of handy that Trammels Trace ran right through here, huh? But and there's one more place I'm going to show you here in a minute, and that's where it exited this area, and it's unmarked too, but pretty easy place to get to. That if you go through and do the drive, it's mostly a driving tour. There's not many places to stop. It goes through where some really nice houses are there, where they've got the markers, and be respectful. Don't pull in people's driveways and stop and stuff. Just kind of drive through with your map and look. It's kind of interesting. It's neat to see that this is just a neighborhood where people live now, and at one time it was the main road into the Wild West through here. So pretty interesting stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes at the last location. Yeah, would have come right through here. And right out that way. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. All right, we started off in the nicer parts of town. Now we're in the more industrial side of town. This is where Trammels Trace exits Texarkana. Not maybe a mile or so from Atwoods. And this is, I pass by this place every day when I'm going to work. So let me turn the camera around and show you. Right up through there. Right through there. Right by the You Pull It Auto Parts place and through those woods would be where Trammels Trace exited Texarkana. So as you can see, this is I'm going to sound like an old person, but I remember when this was all just trees. But this is where, this is now the Nash Business Park through here. And that's going to do it for this video. There's not a lot to see. I'm glad they put up the markers and plaques so you can follow along a map and kind of see where those are. I will leave a link to the website about this place, about Trammels Trace and everything, so you can get way more information than I can give to you in this video. A friend of mine that I work with, his family owns some property down by a place called Bryan's Mill, and he says that you can go there on their land and actually see the ruts and stuff and see where Trammels Trace was. So there may just be a part 2 to this video. But until then, Ramblin' Ted saying be good to each other, treat each other nice. We're all only here for a very short time, and try and make it pleasant. That's all I'm saying. We go out and see weird stuff. It just kills me that people drive by this place and have no idea the history that went right through here every day back in like 1800s. So, pretty cool bit of Texarkana history. Anyway, see y'all next time. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me. Hey, and if you like this video, share it, and hit that like button and follow. The like really helps a lot. The more likes I get, the more my stuff gets shown to people, and that's my goal. I want people to learn stuff, and I kind of got an ego, so I want people to see my face. I'll see y'all next time.